Hey, I'm Matt Play with Pioneer DJ at NAMM 2017 here in Anaheim, California, and I'm at the Pioneer DJ booth showing off the exciting new Charise products. The Charise series is a new series by Pioneer DJ in collaboration with Dave Smith Instruments, and it's Pioneer DJ branching out into the world of production products for producer DJs. And the SP16 is an amazing standalone professional sampler that is and sequencer, which is capable of sequencing up to 16 external instruments, but you also can load it up with all of your own sounds, no computer required, and you can sequence all of your sounds, sequence external instruments, and it also has a Pro DJ link, so it can synchronize perfectly with our DJ setups, and it will actually transmit that Pro DJ link synchronization out the MIDI out to any other external MIDI gear. So it's a perfect hub to incorporate any external MIDI instruments with our DJ setups. So I'll just kind of go in here and show you a few features on this unit and tell you a little bit more about what's under the hood on this thing. So we've got 16 RGB pads and also 16 RGB step sequencer here. And whenever I'm in tracked mode and I select a track, it automatically assigns that track for editing. So all of the knobs here below the touchscreen immediately control parameters for that particular track. So I'm able to immediately control the pitch and the volume and the pan of each separate pad. Also, you notice the sequencer is RGB as well. That corresponds with whichever pad is currently selected. So I can tell real easily at a glance which sequence I'm currently working on. So in one project, you can have up to 256 sounds loaded because you can have up to 16 scenes. 16 sounds consists of one scene, and 16 patterns consists of the same scene. So in one project, you can have up to 256 sounds and 256 patterns. And here you can chain your patterns to be up to 4 bars long for a total of 64 steps. We also have mute mode, slice mode, so you can record in your own loops, off of vinyl or whatsoever, and slice those up into individual hits and perform those hits and sequence them on the fly. We also have scale mode. We're featuring here a new firmware update that will be coming out in February, and it has a very enhanced scale mode now. If I actually, let me go back and make sure I select the right channel, which I have. Now I have the ability to actually choose different scales. So if I go here and load up another scale, this MIDI is actually outputting to the Charise AS1. So let me see where I'm going to get. So I'm playing different scales now on the Charise AS1. So I'm free to use the filter on the AS1, but also if you're using any other external MIDI instrument, the good thing about routing it through the SP16 is you get to utilize the Dave Smith analog filter here, which is the same filter as the Prophet 6. And I can, let me open this filter up here. So it's a great way to process any instrument through the analog Dave Smith filter, which also features an overdrive feature to add a nice analog distortion to your sounds as well. Another thing I'd like to show here is that we have a specific MIDI track for the Charise AS1 here, and essentially what we have is a bunch of MIDI implementation built into the firmware for the Charise AS1 that allows me to actually go through and browse the presets of the AS1 here. And then further, I can dive in into the CC data here, and I can assign any parameters on the AS1. Many parameters here are available, envelopes and filters and LFOs and things. I can assign whatever parameter I want here to the knobs. And we actually, on this firmware, have 2 pages. So the Dave Smith AS1 has just a few knobs for live performance and tweaking. You kind of have to do some menu diving on it to go in and do your synthesis. But when connected to the SB16, it really kind of expands on the parameters that you have access to. So that's a few of the features. We also have a touch strip here that can be assigned up to, I believe, if I go into the touch strip settings here, we have up to 8 parameters here that you can assign at one time to the touch strip. So I can just be, modifying several parameters at one time with the touch strip. It also has a default pitch and repeat setting there as well. So a lot of really cool performance things can be done here. Also, this unit is touchscreen. You can go through and select your tracks here. If you want, you can double tap on a track and you dive into the track menu. This is where you'll browse to load some new sounds to that track. Or you can go in and adjust the start and end points of the sample. You can adjust your amp envelope, go in here and work on your envelopes there, and then we also have a bunch of effects. Also, with our latest firmware update, we've added a ducker effect, which is like a side chain. You can select any of your tracks and any of your sequences to be the trigger for that ducker. So it's great when you apply the ducker effect on the AS1 and then side chain it with the kick. But we also have chorus flanger, 2-band EQ, multi-mode filter, delay, lo-fi, compressor, distortion, phaser, and ducker. And then we also have LFO, and then a full-blown mixer with send effects, and you can go through and select your channels, and whenever you select a channel, you immediately have control over the volume pan, the send amount on that channel as well. So it's a really deep instrument that allows you to control many of external instruments, as well as create your own songs right here on the unit as well. And it integrates perfectly with our CDJ setup to bring it into the DJ booth and enhance upon your DJ sets as well. So thanks again for tuning in. Once again, I'm Matt with Pioneer DJ here at NAMM 2017. Thanks a lot.